Hello everybody, this is pt.1-The with a new sort of Let's Play. It's really not that long, but it's called Ars Harmonia. This game is made by the CoLab channel who does Let's Read Homestuck. And I played through it once, it really wasn't that long, but I really did like I did like it. It is still in development, so when they do make an update, I will be coming back to it. But I wanted to get started now, and I don't know, this may take 1 or 2 videos. So, with all that out of the way, let's get going. You may be able to hear some of the, if you do watch the CoLab channel, some of the voices.
Someone! Help!
Praise, desperate cries echoed into the still darkness of the city, but only the huntress could hear them. The girl fled across the rain-soaked rooftop, but soon found herself trapped. There was no way she could make the jump over to the next roof. Panicking, she turned around and caught her first look at her pursuer's face. There was no sympathy to be found in the white-haired woman's piercing gaze. The white-haired woman steadied her blood-stained weapon, a slender silver sword, and took off towards her, intent on closing the distance between them and engaging her in battle.
Stay away from me, you freak! I didn't do anything to you!
Clutching her wound, the girl felt sticky blood flow between her fingers. The gash stung, but it wasn't hurting nearly as bad as it had minutes ago. In fact, it was almost already healed. She was starting to see some of those benefits of the changes her body had begun to undergo. But the huntress was undeterred. The white-haired woman drew another sword and struck towards her again, leaving her with no choice but to jump. Her right ankle shattered as soon as her feet hit the pavement, but it was a small price to pay in exchange for her life. Seemingly unfazed by the pain, she bolted down a nearby alley. Behind her, she heard the sound of the white-haired woman's boots touching down gracefully upon the pavement before resuming their tireless pursuit. So, just stopping right here. This is an RPG, but it's not a classic type of RPG, at least not yet. So this is more kind of like, at least for these narrative type things, you know, kind of close your eyes and kind of just imagine what is going on. Her heart pounded in her chest as she ran into the shadowy alley, desperate to escape death at the hands of the white-haired woman. Up ahead, she could see where the alley ended. She was nearly home free. Just a little further. The girl stepped on a half-empty, discarded beer bottle someone had left in the alley and lost her footing, falling into a puddle just shy of the street on the other side of the alley. The white-haired woman tore through the distance between them in an instant as the girl struggled back onto her feet. Feeling her death approaching like a bolt of lightning, powerful and indiscriminate, the girl cried out into the night.
Someone help! Please!
But she knew that no one would come. She was no longer worthy of help. The sound of footsteps came to an end. The girl tried to crawl away, but a sudden piercing pain shot through her ankle. She attempted to drag her body away from the shadow of death that loomed over her, but it was useless. An even sharper pain shot through her foot as she tried to move. Moving was impossible. The white-haired woman had nailed her foot in place with a knife. Seeing the shadow of the white-haired woman lifting her sword, the girl braced herself for the finishing blow. She looked down at the ground, not wanting her killer's face to be the last thing she ever saw.
I'm sorry, Vera.
Even though she knew her final words would never reach their recipient, she refused to die without voicing her final regret.
That's the one! Put the sword down!
Strange voices, angry voices. When the white-haired woman failed to comply, she was showered by a hail of gunfire. Fresh blood spilt from the wounds that gleamed across her body. Seizing this opportunity, the girl grasped the handle of the knife sheathed in her foot. With a shriek of pain, she tore it out, dyeing the puddle red with... it was all a mess. Without hesitating for a second, she turned and sprinted off into the night, barely limping in spite of the gruesome damage her foot had sustained. Hearing the sound of cloth moving, she turned her head as she ran to confirm her fears. In spite of the numerous gunshot wounds she had sustained, the white-haired woman stood up. Barely hindered by her injuries, she began to give chase again. This time, the cops stopped emptying bullets into her engine, until she finally collapsed into the wet pavement. At last, she went still.
Dr. Eigerman speaking. May I ask who's calling?
Eric, it's me.
Do you have any idea what time it is here?
Indeed, we're in the same time zone this time.
Where are you calling from?
A morgue in Farpoint.
Let me guess.
Yes, I need you to get me out of here.
At 4 a.m.
Yes?
It can't wait, can it? The things I do for you.
Early the next morning, they arrived at a local hotel. The white-haired woman winced with every step she took, her gait a ways, awkward like a drunkard's. Eric held onto her arm and guided her to the bed, which she promptly collapsed onto with a grunt of pained effort. It's unusual to see you in the UP. It must be one heck of a case to bring you this far south. Give me a save the banter until you've cut me open. Straight to the juicy part tonight. Have it your way. If you had to fly me out to see you, then it must be pretty bad. I've only seen you bedridden once before. Poison? Bullets. Bullets? You're usually pretty good about taking bullets. How many? 35. 35? What in the name? What did you get? Did you get caught up in a gang war? Worse, police. They came at the wrong time and my prey escaped. She clenched her fist in annoyance as she recalled the events of the previous night, but even that small excursion caused fresh waves of pain to course through her body, prompting a grimace. Did they take anything from you? The two made small talk as Eric removed her clothes and began to examine her body, which, aside from numerous patches of discoloration, appeared to be completely untarnished. They took everything. I need new equipment. Eric used a black marker to draw a number of X's across her body. I'm going to get started. Ready when you are. The white-haired woman placed a hand over her face and gazed up at the ceiling as Eric made the first incision. She winced as the procedure began, but it was one she had become reluctantly familiar with. One by one, Eric removed the bullets which were trapped inside her previously unmarked body. I'll need to borrow your cross. Without my equipment, I don't have a way to finish it off. She continued the conversation even as he dug into her body. Occasionally, a moan of pain interrupted her speech. Once in a while, she flinched, but the experience had helped her discipline her body to stay calm even when under the duress of extreme pain. This was nothing. I thought it was for my protection. This is more important. A demon in a city of this size will cause serious problems. A demon in the up? I thought you said they never turned up here. They don't. That's why I'm here. Can you get your supplier in Bravo. Can you get your supplier in Belmont to make you a new sword? Bravo of the reference to Dracula and all that. He's dead. What happened to him? I did. It seemed to happen to a lot of your partners. Eric paused to take a drink of water, leaving obscene red handprints on the bottle. He glanced at his partner, who coolly returned the gaze in spite of the gruesome state of her body, its delicate surface marred by cuts and streaks of red. Is it going to happen to me? If I tell you not to meddle, then don't meddle. For as long as you can abide by that rule, your life is in no danger from me. That doesn't sound very hard. Sooner or later, everyone meddles. Has anyone ever told you that you're jaded? Sighing, Eric went back to work and cut into her thigh. That makes 35. Putting down his tools, Eric stood up and stretched his back. He thoughtlessly wiped a bead of sweat from his brow with a bloody hand, painting a streak of scarlet across his forehead. Yeah, matches his hair. Is it safe to let go? Just a minute, let me collect my payment. After removing his bloody gloves, Eric produced a camera from his pocket and began to circle the mess of a bed that had served as his AD Hoc operating table. I have no idea what that is. Like an artist inspecting a recently completed masterpiece, he drank in the scarlet-streaked sight with a look of intensity and appraisal. Surely his patient's flawless body was a canvas upon which he had painted new great work, this one far more magnificent than his last. His new piece spoke to him with such fervor that it started out his flame with exultation, nearly sweeping him from his feet with euphoric wonderment. My God, it's transcendent! 1,000, no, 1,000,000 of history's finest paintings can't even approximate to this beauty. The bitter realization that his work would soon be erased permanently brought him back down from his state of ecstasy. Sighing, he went back to work doing the only thing he could to preserve his art. The woman who had once again become the canvas upon which this morbid artist had drawn a new outlandish creation, gazed wistfully off into the distance at his instruction. Although she had long since discarded her sense of embarrassment, the cold eye of Eric's camera, as he feverishly sent pictures of her nude and mangled form, never ceased to rekindle shame's long-forgotten flames. Somehow, the knowledge that the ritual was bore of pure artistic expression, rather than erotic obsession, made it all the more mortifying. Ah, my friend, we truly are the world's greatest and avant-gardes. Stop with what's up with the other languages and stuff I don't know. No one in the world has ever pushed the boundaries of defining art like us. And I owe it all to you, my dear partner, my muse, my easel, my masterpiece. Eric sighed with emotion once he was satisfied with the collection of pictures cradling the camera's arms like a newborn. Can we discuss the profundity of your art after I've healed? I'm still bleeding and I'd rather stop. Yes, do what you wish. Do what you wish. I won't cry, even if you destroy my creation mere minutes after its completion. Smother my newborn fresh from the womb. I won't cry, I won't. That's interesting. The white-haired woman sighed and removed her hand from her head. Immediately, the countless incisions in her body began to close. Soon there was no evidence left at all that she had just been the subject of a rather gruesome surgery, save for the blood that was still smeared across her body. Once her body was fully restored, she slowly sat upright and flexed her left arm. How do you feel? Good as new, I appreciate it, Eric. Well, it has to be done sooner or later. You won't do a very good job sneaking up on demons when you're jiggling like a penny jar. Spare your thanks for when I've completely immortalized you as the subject of the greatest work of art mankind has ever known. Stick to what you're good at. She stood up and made for the bathroom. As an artist, I resent that, but as a medical practitioner, thank you. Still, this insult to my talents will not soon be forgotten. Without another word, she entered the bathroom to shower, leaving him to his ranting. Farpoint's a big city. How are you planning on tracking down the demon? I have only one lead. Before it managed to escape, it mentioned a name. Fira. That's it? No surname? No, only Fira. Fortunately, it isn't a particularly common name. Who is this Fira? Most likely a friend or perhaps a lover. A minor, I would suppose. A lover. Okay? Figures. Well, that's something. Is there anything I can do to help? No, I'll be fine by myself. I'll be here if you need me. Okay, so this one is obviously an autosave feature. New progress will be saved, blah 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 blah. So welcome to Ars Harmonia. Obviously this uses an autosave feature. WASD, blah blah blah. Okay, so WASD to move around the map like so, and you can click on things with the mouse. Pretty simple. You say your only lead is this Fira person, might be a minor, right? Try asking somewhere you might expect a minor to frequent. So if you go here, hold on, I don't know how to exit this thing. So if you go to the map here, you'll be able to obviously go to different places. And hotel room, just so I know what to do, but like just looking around the hotel room because I kind of played it just to get it done last time. So we have a door. It's a door to the bathroom. Cabinet, can't click on. Nice shoes, dude. Then again, he just got up, so Farpoint's freaking news. I flipped the magazine open to its top story. Serial slasher secretly cyborg? During the May 28th firefight with electrician turned eviscerator? Rhyme Wild. Police reported seriously injuring Wild, leading many to speculate how he was able to safely flee to East Haven without seeking medical attention. Frank Jones of East Farpoint has a theory. I saw Wild take a bullet right to the back of the head. He sort of stumbled for a minute, but after that he kept on going. I'd never seen anything like that. What in the world could just shrug off a bullet to the head like that? That's when I thought maybe he wasn't human at all. From the jerky way he was moving, I thought maybe he was some kind of machine. It's totally nonsensical. Creating a cyborg is impossible, even with his era's level of technological sophistication. Ugh. And the person who made this, I apologize. I do not remember your name. However, she does play Kanaya on the CoLab channel. So this will be your best. Oops, you can't see my mouse. This will be your best friend in this game so far. Definitely look it up. Definitely you will use it to look up names and places. At least that's what I found from this first case. There's a book here, but without a surname to look it up is no use to me. So, I'm going to leave it here as an introduction. I don't know if it's short or not. I can't really see any sort of timer. So, next time on Ars Harmonia, we are going to be going to South River High School to ask around about Fira. I will see you guys later. Hope you enjoy it. Yeah, bye.